Analyzing after-hours trading activity can help you find stocks that may be in play the next day. Of course, you can run any scan you want after hours, and it is highly recommended to build scans specifically for building your watch list for the next day. But if you're particularly interested in after-hours trading activity, you can create a few basic scans that alert you to significant moves. Here's one example in the top left corner using the Pro Scanner. I created a scan that will show me stocks where the last price is greater than or equal to the day's high. This means stocks are setting new highs after hours and may be making bigger moves the next day. I also have a filter for volume because I'm only interested in stocks that had decent volume on the day. So I set the day's volume is greater than or equal to 1 million shares. This scan returns these results, and there are about 189 stocks right now that are making moves like this. I have this linked with my chart so I can start looking at some of the opportunities. I can click on NIO and you can see the chart. The stock churned around a bit during the day and now it's setting new highs. I can click on CRWD. Another similar case, the stock churned around a bit in the morning and then broke out midday, and it looks like it's continuing that move by a little bit after hours. And if you wanted to find stocks that were making more significant moves, meaning that the highs are way above the day highs, you could simply add a filter to your scan right here and say by, let's say 5% or more. For now, I'm going to keep it as is because I want to show you one other cool feature. You can open the scan changelog, and this will show you whenever any changes to these results occur. For example, you have 3 options here. You have stocks that entered the results, stocks that left the results, and stocks that continue to set new alerts. I prefer to keep the entered on, as this will show me whenever a stock meets this criteria and didn't meet it before, meaning the stock was not above the day's high after hours, and then it recently made a move above the day's high. So I'll leave this on for a little bit so we can see as new alerts come in. If you wanted, you could also set alerts for when stocks leave, meaning they are no longer above the day's high. And of course, you could tweak these settings as well. For example, if you wanted to see stocks that were setting new lows, you would just say stocks where the last price is less than or equal to the day's low. You can add filters for pretty much any type of setup you'd like. For example, if you wanted to see stocks making big moves after hours that may show up on the daily charts, such as a 50-period moving average cross, you could add that. And so if a stock were to make a move above its 50-day simple moving average, you would get an alert. Now we can see some alerts coming in the scan log, and we can start checking them out. We can see that AR just entered the scan results, and that's because it just made a move above its day high, which was around the close, and now it looks like it's testing the $3 level. I can check AM, which just entered the scan results, and it looks like it just made a similar move. Of course, you want to keep an eye on how significant these moves are. For example, this one's been creeping up a bit, but the recent hit on the scan was only for 94 shares, so it might not be that significant. But after hours trading activity is always a bit slower. So if this can help you find a few great opportunities for the next day, excellent. It's not the type of scan you want to sit and stare at for hours, but it's a nice one to run in the background so you can see if any stocks are making big moves after hours that may impact the trading the next day. Getting started is simple. Load up the Pro Scanner, use these scan settings or your own, and run the scan. If you have any questions, just reach out to our support team.